with the word of God. Let's go now. Let's go Ephesians, the 6th chapter. Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6, and we're going to pick it up at verse 10. Ephesians 6 and 10. You see how he got rid of Satan? The number one evil spirit. He just put that word of God on. But he got it from the prophets, didn't he? He didn't go back to the lost books, did he? He didn't go back to the Apocrypha, did he? He didn't say, well, you know, hold on, let me get this fish with this, take out the heart and the liver, and then I'm going to burn it. You understand? And then the smoke is going to ward off Satan. He didn't do that, did he? Let's go to Ephesians now. Ephesians 6th chapter, we're going to pick it up at verse 10. Now, we supposed to believe this now? The Apocrypha? We supposed to believe this? If I see something wrong with some parts of it, then I'm going to look at the rest of it too. I can't read y'all all of this. But I'm just telling you the parts that I see something wrong. Something wrong with that, ain't it? Ephesians 6 chapter verse 10. Ephesians 6 and 10. Go ahead and read it.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
Be strong in the Lord. Go ahead. Not putting your trust in no angel coming to tell you to take some a liver and the heart of a fish and smoke it. And then that's going to ward off the evil spirits. He said, be strong in the Lord. Go ahead and read.
And in the power of his might.
Put
on the whole
we ain't got no strength. We ain't got the only thing Satan come at you, only thing you say is, oh my God, have mercy. Lord, save me. That's all you can do. Go ahead and read.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. What's this armor? Keep reading.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Now we understand that there are evil spirits out here. Literally evil spirits out here. But the Lord encampeth round them, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him now. Go ahead and read.
Against spiritual wickedness.
Paul telling the Ephesians, look, put on the whole armor of God, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principality. That's angels. Against powers. Against the ruler of the darkness. That's Satan and his dominion. Of this world. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we understand that Satan and his dominion will come after you. Go ahead and read.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand.
Now he's going to tell you what this armor is. Go ahead, verse 14.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
Ooh. That's the first thing you got to put on right there. If you want to stand against the wiles of the devil, put on the truth first. Put that on first, which is the word of God. Go ahead and read.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Now you got to walk in it, because that's what righteousness entails. You walking in this truth. Go ahead and read.
And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith.
Now you got to have some belief in this. He said, above all, taking the shield of faith. Go ahead.
Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
All the fiery darts of the wicked. Go ahead.
And take the helmet of salvation.
And take the helmet of salvation.
And the sword of the Spirit, which is in the word of God.
This is how you deal with Satan right here. This is how you deal with Satan and his dominion. Not so cut open some fish and then take the hard liver and put it up for a while. Then when he come at you, go and smoke it, and that's going to ward them off. Where did they get this from? And then we supposed to believe this? Well, you don't see none of the prophets mentioning no act like this. None of the apostles mentioning no acts like this. Jesus used the word of God, and that's what we have to use, the word of God. Let's go now. Let's go to Colossians, let's go to, we're going to read something right here. We're going to the wisdom of Solomon right here. We're going back to the Apocrypha now. We're going to go to the wisdom of Solomon. If I can find it. Where's that at? I thought I had put a... Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Where's it at now? Because I don't know much about the Apocrypha. So, give me 1 second. Thought I had that marked off. Ezra's. I know it's back here though. Let me just slow down a bit. Here we go. He had it marked off. Okay, so now we're going to the Wisdom of Solomon, the 1st chapter, and we're going to pick up at verse 12. I guess they call them verses. Verse 12. You find it? You see it? Go ahead.
The Wisdom of Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
Seek not death in the era of your life. Now, this is the wisdom of Solomon now. Go ahead.
And pour not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
Uh-huh.
For God made not death, neither have
Stop right there. For God made not death. Well, then who made it then? Go ahead. For God made not death. Go ahead.
Neither have the pleasure in the destruction of the living.
So he don't have no pleasure in the destruction of the living. But he said God made not death. Go ahead and read.
For he created all things.
Well, wait a minute now. You just contradicted himself, didn't it? He said, well, he created all things. Well, then if he created all things, did he create death too then? For God created not death, but then he turned right around and said, for God created all things. Go ahead and read.
That they might have their being.
Uh-huh.
And the generations of the world were healthful.
Uh-huh.
And there is no poison of destruction in them,
Uh-huh.
nor the kingdom of death upon the earth.
Uh-huh.
For righteousness is the immortal, but ungodly men with their works and words call it to them.
Now, let's go now, because he said, God created not death. Well, let's deal with this one. Then he turned right around and said God created all things, didn't he? Well, let's go now. Let's go to Colossians, the 1st chapter. Colossians 1, and we're going to pick it up at verse 14. Colossians 1 and 14. Let's see if God created. But he already told you God created all things, but we're going to read it anyway. Colossians 1 and 14. Then we're going to read if he could created death or not. Colossians 1 and 14. Go ahead and read it.
In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
Go ahead.
Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature.
Now we know we talk about the Lord. Now don't we? Go ahead and read.
For by him were all things created.
We can stop right there, can't we? For by him was all things created. So if all things were created by him, then he created death too then, didn't he? For by him were all things created. Go ahead and read.
That are in heaven and that are in earth. Visible and invisible.
Visible and invisible. Death is invisible, ain't it? The Lord just take your breath, that's it. That's invisible. Go ahead. So, but he created things visible and invisible. Go ahead and read.
Whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers.
Go ahead.
All things were created by him and for him.
All things were created by him and for him. Go ahead.
And he is before all things. And by him all things consist.
Now wait a minute now. So now if he created all things, he created death too, didn't he? Let's go to 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter. 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter. And we're going to pick it up at verse 6. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Say he created not death. Who created it then? 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Go ahead and read it. One verse. Go ahead. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Go ahead.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
We ain't got to read no more, do we? The Lord didn't create death. Who created death? Read it again.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
Go ahead.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord killeth and the Lord maketh alive. So he created death, didn't he? He created life, didn't he? So are we the believers? So is this apocrypha, is that inspired, that book, is that inspired by God or by man? By man. Let's go to Ezekiel, because we're going to read something right here. Let's go. We're going to read something right here. Let's go back to the Apocrypha. And we're going to 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter. Now, just hold on now. Just hold on. Okay? Just bear with me for a minute. We're going to 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter. Let me find it. 2nd Ezra. Well, that's the first book, so I should be able to find that. We're going to 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter. Now look at what's being said right here. We're going to 2nd Ezra. 14 and verse 19. 14 and 19. Now just bear with me a little bit. 14 and 19. All right, brother. See if you can find it. Verse 19 now. 14 and 19. Let me turn back a page. I know it's kind of small. 14 and 19.
I see it.
You see it?
Yes.
Go ahead and start reading at verse 19. I guess that's what they call it. Go ahead. This is the Apocrypha now. Go ahead.
Then answered I before thee and said, Behold, Lord, I will go, as thou hast commanded me, and reprove the people which are present. But they that shall be born afterward, who shall admonish them? Thus the world is set in darkness, and they that dwell therein are without light. For thy law is burnt.
Now he said the world is set in darkness, and then they that dwell in are in darkness. Now what is this talking about? We're going to show you. We're going to say this don't make really no sense, but yet still somebody still wrote it and people still believe this. But go ahead and read, because we're going to go into another book which is called the annotation, the Cambridge annotation of the Apocrypha. Go ahead and read though.
For thy law is burnt, therefore no man knoweth the things that are done of thee.
Let me know when you get to 26. Okay, I'm going to stand face you.
As a dream, when one awaketh. So, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. Thus my heart was grieved. And I was pricked in my reins. So foolish was I. And ignorant. I was as a beast before thee. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel. And afterward receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I despise besides thee. My flesh and my heart faileth. But God is strength of my heart and my portion forever.